Our favorite Karen from Meet the Press that we all love to hate did not get to show her full potential in this interview. Our outrage is going to be limited. And not just because the Utah governor says some weird stuff that I push back on, and I think you guys will too, but it's because of how this interview ended. It's Sean Daniel here. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go.
And joining me now is Republican Governor of Utah, Spencer Cox. Governor Cox, welcome back to Meet the Press. Our condolences to the Kirk family, to all of you in Utah who I know are grieving right now.
Thank you, Kristen. It is a dark time in our state's history, in our nation's history. Our prayers and hearts go out to Erica, her children, and Charlie's family. Thank you.
Governor, let me start by just asking you to update us on the investigation. What more have investigators learned about the suspect and the motive here?
Yeah, so there will be much more coming out on Tuesday when charges are filed. They are gathering evidence, interviewing known friends, people around the suspect. What we know so far, there are a couple things that we can confirm that have been reported. We can confirm that again, according to family and people that we're interviewing, he does come from a conservative family, but his ideology was very different than his family, and so that's part of it. We do know that the roommate that we had originally talked about, we can confirm that roommate is a boyfriend who is transitioning from male to female. So we know that piece. I will say that person has been very cooperative with authorities, and we have additional evidence, forensic evidence that has been processed. We'll be sharing that when charges are filed on Tuesday. So everything that we know confirms that this is the person. The why behind this, again, we're all drawing lots of conclusions and how someone like this could be radicalized. And I think that those are important questions for us to ask and important questions for us to answer.
Governor, you say that the boyfriend, the roommate, is cooperating with investigators. What specifically have you learned from this individual, and is the suspect cooperating?
So what we have learned specifically is that this person did not have any knowledge, was shocked when they found out about it. When he found out about it, the suspect has not been cooperating so far, and so we're getting all of this information from family members, again people around the suspect, and then the forensic information that we have, which is confirming everything and more than what we were able to share in that initial press conference.
Now that's interesting. That's interesting, but not unexpected. That the suspect's not cooperating at all. Which is insane because his back's against the wall. Especially if the investigators are telling him that your boyfriend, your family are telling us stuff. We have your Discord chats where supposedly information was shared. That's interesting. He's not willing to talk at all. You know, I don't even think there's a deal possible to be made. I mean, it's so clear cut and it's so vicious, and it's been such a national outrage thing. I know that doesn't play a role legally and stuff, but it's interesting he's not cooperating. Now, we're also going to see, when does Kristen Welker's Karen-ness come out? Because every single interview we do with her, no matter how measured and calm she starts, there always comes the evil jabs. And I'm waiting to see if she's willing to do it with such a delicate topic like this Charlie Kirk thing.
Governor, I want to ask you about something you said on Friday. You said, quote, there was a radicalization that happened in a fairly short amount of time. How was the suspect radicalized? How quickly did it happen?
Well, again, those are pieces of information that we're still gathering, trying to understand. We do know, and again, this has been well publicized, that this was a very normal young man, a very smart young man, 4.0 student, I think a 34 on the ACT, went to my alma mater, Utah State University, but was only there for a very short amount of time. I mean, dropped out after less than one semester, and it seemed to happen kind of after that. after he had moved back to the southern part of Utah. Clearly, there was a lot of gaming going on. Friends that have confirmed that there was kind of that deep dark internet, the Reddit culture, and these other dark places of the internet where this person was going deep. And you saw that on the casings. I think I didn't have any idea what those inscriptions, many of those inscriptions even meant, but they are, they're certainly the memification that is happening in our society today.
Governor, I want to delve into some of the messaging that we have heard from you. Lawmakers, governors of both parties across the country have frankly praised what we heard from you on Friday, your unifying message. You said you see this as a watershed moment. How can this nation step back from the brink, Governor?
So look, this is you mentioned it in the introduction, but we have seen an escalation in violence that has been happening across the country. We've had periods like this in our past history. I've mentioned before in the late 60s and early 70s. Certainly, we saw these types of high-profile political assassinations. Another dark time in our history. People keep waiting for somebody to lead us out of this, and I think that's a mistake. I don't think any one person, certainly not a governor. I don't think a president. I don't think anyone can change the trajectory of this. It truly is about every single one of us. And I can't emphasize enough the damage that social media and the internet is doing to all of us. Those dopamine hits, these companies, $1 trillion market caps, the most powerful companies in the history of the world, have figured out how to hack our brains, get us addicted to outrage, which is the same type of dopamine, the same chemical that you get from taking fentanyl, get us addicted to outrage and get us to hate each other. I'm seeing it in real time since the tragic death of Charlie Kirk. I'm seeing it in every corner of our society. The conflict entrepreneurs are taking advantage of us, and we are losing our agency, and we have to take that back. We have to turn it off. We have to get back to community, caring about our neighbors, the things that make America great, serving each other, bettering ourselves, exercising, sleeping, all of those things that this takes away from us.
What do you guys think about the Utah governor making this about social media? Because I don't really like it. Because the real enemy who creates a lot of this messaging is the media. Not the social media where we have the freedom of expression. Because they've really allowed us to say a lot of stuff now if you look at it. We could say a lot of things on IG. Not everything on YouTube, okay? Twitter, obviously, you could say what you want. But the whole messaging that gets promoted on a national big scale is from the media. It's from celebrities, but especially the media. The media really has an authority figure in the eyes of a lot of people. And I don't know why the Utah governor is not doing a crusade on the leftist media that paints false pictures about Republicans, about Trump, about Charlie Kirk. Let people on social media have freedom of speech. What is this whole thing about controlling the social media thing when the liberal leftist corporate media is really the enemy? I don't understand.
Governor, you referred to social media as a cancer on Friday. That's an incredibly strong word. Do you believe that social media played a direct role in this assassination?
I believe that social media has played a direct role in every single assassination and assassination attempt that we have seen over the last 5-6 years. There is no question in my mind that cancer probably isn't a strong enough word. What we have done, especially to our kids, it took us a decade to realize how evil these algorithms are, and we're doing everything in Utah, first state in the nation a couple years ago to pass comprehensive reform. Sadly, these most powerful companies on earth are suing us to prevent us from implementing these things.
And we believe we just lost our connection with Governor Cox.
Maybe one of those social media companies cut his feed. They said, no, sir. I guess that's all we get from the governor. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't too happy. He must have called up Amazon Web Services with Jeff Bezos and said, cut that feed, baby. But I really don't understand the crusade against social media to that degree, because the liberal media plays such a role in the messaging, and social media should be about free speech, not limiting speech. Let me know what you guys think down below. It's Sean Daniel here. Thank you so much for watching. I've gotten some comments from you guys. If anyone wants to support me, you can click the top link in the description and make a donation. I've gotten some suggestions on that, and if you'd like to do that, feel free. Now, if you want to see a more in-depth video from the Utah governor with Dana Bash, of all people, check out this video right here. He says some good things that, despite her trying to trap him. See you there.